All right. Anyways, talking about albums, we'll go to Davido, who is set to drop the 5 album. Now, Davido has been talking a lot about that album. And just a couple of days ago, he was getting a lot of stick for abandoning the record or the plans for the album. And it's been all politics. Davido versus the commissioner of police. Davido on the Osun LG election. Davido supporting his uncle, talking about we'll use a motekun and all of those things. A Teddy BG fan came out and said, "Bro, you can't be doing this with just a few days to your album. No rollout yet. There's literally nothing you're doing for this album. You've just been talking about five album. Big Lala, do you think Davido has done enough in terms of a pre-album rollout so far with
Let's
just some days to the album?
Is it some days? It's not some days now. It's not.
It's March 14. I think March 14. It's literally less than 3 weeks to go.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. 3 weeks, a single can drop, right? And they can push until the album drops. So it's actually been on. There's been like a laid out plan.
Yeah.
About 5 since last year. 100 days till 5. They've been counting down, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think. Maybe yes, the recent events like you mentioned, they may have deviated him from doing what needs to be done.
Yeah.
One wise. Again, is there a concern of him how he uses his platform? But the guy cherishes his family, cherishes his uncle. He's gonna
So
use
you think he should actually be getting involved in this whole thing to the point of threatening the commissioner of police?
Well, that was a misstep, and yeah, I think he's come back and apologized for that. But then he's let his emotions,
Yet again.
Get over him, or what's that English, or what's that phrase? He needs to usually he needs to understand that he has some sort of influence, right? He does have an influence, and he needs to ensure that even before you type or before you tweet something, just think, relax. This is me, Davido. This is my platform. It's not just in Nigeria. It goes worldwide. Maybe that's why he thinks he can do it and nothing would happen. And also his status in Nigeria, he thinks he can do things.
Nigeria, yeah.
He does have that, he has that influence, and he needs to watch how he applies those influence in certain things. I understand how he cherishes his family. He wants to back it up.
Do you think he's abusing that influence though?
Well, because he's done it time and time and again, maybe you can make an argument for that. You can make an argument that because he's done it time and time and again. But he can calm down. He does sometimes. Some things are above you. Make your statements professionally.
Yeah.
Support your uncle professionally.
Yeah, and Big Lala, to be honest with you, my opinion on this whole, on the whole issue. When I saw it, I was telling a friend of mine, and I said, "Nah, first and foremost, Davido needs to understand that Osun people did not vote for him. They didn't vote for him. They voted for his uncle. They voted for Ademo. They did, yeah, but Osun people did not vote for him. That's number one. Yeah, they voted for Ademola Nuruddin Adeleke to be the governor of their state, to govern them. Now, when his uncle dropped that statement, his uncle probably needed someone to amplify it so that it will go everywhere, all over, and get to a lot of people. And Davido felt, as a citizen, Davido is a citizen. Davido is a civilian. No matter how influential he is, he's a civilian. Yes, his uncle is the bigger. Like if your uncle is the governor of Ogun State or your state or Lagos State tomorrow and everything, there are a lot of people whose uncles, whose brothers are in position of power today, who are probably having one or two issues in their state as well. Yes, they don't have the influence, but they may as well go to buy PR and start blasting everywhere and saying, when the Ondo State thing was happening, are we saying that those guys don't have family members as well? They could have gone to the TV as well.
They don't have anybody that is as influential as Davido.
No, I know. What I'm saying is, yes, not as influential, but they could also buy a little bit of influence by going through PR and doing some things. But people need to understand their place. That see, Davido needs to understand that first and foremost, he's a civilian who has an influence. Your uncle should be able to govern a state without you every I just feel it's a bit embarrassing that any single time Osun State issues come up, Davido is there.
Why
He's right
shouldn't
there and
he
everything.
be when his uncle was trying to be
Big,
governor? Was he not pushing it on
Big
his social
Lala,
media? Was he
I
not promoting
understand.
everywhere?
So that brings me to this point. What did Davido or what exactly were the Adeleke family, what was the plan for Osun State? Is it just to get in government or to actually govern the people and make lives better? Now, I'm not accusing to say they've not made lives better, but I think that Davido, at some point, like you said, needs to think very well before he says some things. There's so many, you can't be calling somebody weary. I will scatter you. I will do this thing. Mr. Man, you dey craze, Abi. Come on, bro. That
Yeah, but
was a disgrace.
yes, it's a
That's a
disgrace.
massive disgrace. You cannot threaten the commissioner of police. It is not acceptable anywhere in the world.
Baba,
Bro,
or answers. Everybody now, everybody threatening.
bro,
Everybody
I
threatening
I
everybody.
know, I know, I know. But what I'm saying is we moved away from NSAS right now. This is a case of Osun State. Your uncle
See,
has Tunji
you
Adeleke
can't.
there and
You,
everything.
I
Yeah?
get you. You can't. You can't. The way he takes it serious, you cannot understand it, right?
Why does he take it so serious?
Because it's from Osun. The Adelekes are big people in Osun. He
Okay,
cherishes his state, cherishes his family. In fact, he
okay.
cherishes his family a lot. I can understand where that is coming from. That outburst of, oh, I'm going to use my influence to spotlight you
Yeah,
guys are doing a bad thing. I can get
okay,
it. He takes
okay,
it the wrong way. I accept, but
okay.
you can't tell Davido
Davido
who
cares
is
about
one of
Osun.
eh?
Davido cares about Osun State.
Yes, now,
Good. When Adeleke leaves the place, maybe after 8 years and everything, we'll come back to this, Big Lala. If
so
Davido will still care
Baba,
about Osun, wait
before
now, wait. When David,
you dey join issues, you dey join issues.
I'm
I don't know
not
why you dey
joining
join issues.
issues. You are saying that Davido cares about Osun State. Now,
Yes.
what you are saying is Davido cares about now, not Davido cares about his family. Oh, he cares about Osun State because he's from Osun State. We will revisit this when his uncle leaves, if he still cares about Osun or not. Now, before his uncle got into the seat of power, did Davido care about Osun? Except when his uncle wants to contest.
It
What
is,
are we
but
saying here, Big
his
Lala?
uncles have been senators now. See, what are you saying? You are the
Ola,
one that is. You are trying to.
Big Lala,
Okay,
Big Lala,
let
Big
me
Lala.
explain something. Let me explain something.
Okay, I can hear you.
Let me explain something.
I can hear you.
The Adelekes in Osun, they have
Hmm.
historic influence in Osun
Okay.
politically.
Okay.
Even in terms with philanthropy,
Okay.
they are see before this uncle became a governor, right? He's been a senator before he was a senator. His brother who died was a senator.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Politically, they've been there. They've been there. Now they are at governors. They are stakeholders. Everybody who is an Adeleke, who's a member of the Adeleke family, are stakeholders
Stakeholders
in
of what?
their family now. Their family
Of
now,
what?
not be
No,
uncle, be
see,
you think they are not stakeholders?
Lala, Lala,
Who
Lala,
financed
Lala,
who financed
Lala,
the
Lala,
uncle now?
Lala. Let me tell you something. Davido has the right to to rally for his uncle. He has a right. When Davido was doing all the whole, campaign thing for his uncle, I totally loved it. He can be there for his uncle. Now,
So he
his
can
uncle is the
campaign
governor.
for his uncle to go there, but he can't speak
See,
out for his uncle when things are going bad.
Baba, why is Nikki,
Music concert
whatever her
also.
name, and
They
oh, so
perform.
now Davido, why is
They
B-Red, the
perform
son
when
of the governor? Why is the main son of the governor not talking?
see that's period if he doesn't want to talk. Davido has been
Ah,
outspoken. Davido has been
okay,
outspoken. He's been
okay.
outspoken before the man got into power. If the man is
Okay.
in power and things are going on, he
Before
will
the
use
man
his
got into
platform.
power, he's been outspoken before the man got into power and everything. During the election time, that was when he was
Yeah,
outspoken.
that's why I said you are downplaying his influence, that he's not a
I'm not
stakeholder.
downplaying his
He's a
influence.
stakeholder
I'm
as an
saying I'm
Adeleke.
saying that even as a stakeholder, Davido is a civilian. He needs to watch the way he speaks to
Everybody on social media are
constituted
civilians.
authority, Baba.
Forget that
You
constituted
cannot
authority.
be calling you cannot be calling the commissioner of police weary. I will scatter you. I will break you down. Mr. Man, be like say you
I
decrease,
agree.
Abi.
I
It
agree.
is
I
wrong.
agree.
It's a disgrace, bro.
If you
It's
want
a
to come for him for
disgrace.
that, if you want to come for him for that, I totally agree. But saying he shouldn't use his platform to speak against where his uncle is being, I mean,
I'm not saying he should use his platform to
that's
speak
what you're
against.
saying. You're telling me he's
No,
a civilian, he's
but
civilian, he
but
shouldn't speak
but
anything.
but what else does Davido speak on behalf of Osun State for? You tell me.
You say he
Okay,
wants progress.
say for example, there was a killing or there was something in Osun State and everything.
Mm-hmm.
When does Davido speak about it? If it does not affect his uncle, does he speak?
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. It's his uncle.
What are you saying? No, but it's meant to be for Osun State, bro.
Is he being paid by Osun State?
Oh,
You just
oh,
said he's a civilian. Is he
but
being paid
but
by Osun State?
but that's selfishness, bro.
You say selfishness. Let's move on.
Anyways, I think, and I'm gonna tell you point blank, Lala, and I don't care what you think. I think that Davido, should, in a way, try to be a bit more organized in the way he mixes, his civilian
I,
status
I
with the
agree.
politics, in Osun State.
I can't tell him
I
not to
don't.
get involved with politics. People get involved in politics for several reasons. His own is
Well,
family.